Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. I am Intuitive Mama Alexis, and this is my big sis, okay? My favorite, my ball of energy, my little sis, Amanda. Mandy, take your hand off of the camera. There you go. So this is my sister, guys, and I have invited her on today so that we can talk. We're doing an intuitive talk and a reading. It might turn into a reading, okay? I don't know how much time she gonna let me have of hers, okay? So let me formally introduce y'all. Okay. So, all right. As you guys know about me, y'all know all my business. It's already on YouTube. And this is my first time going live with someone for real, right? And we're gonna keep this like real official business. So I just seen 111 on the timer. I actually wrote out a introductory, which why you ain't never ready for, as long as it took better look like Halle Berry. Okay, here we go. All right. So Amanda, I do know that you are shy. And so I wrote out an introductory. Okay, so this is my big Aries sister, one of my reincarnated grandmothers and master teachers. She has been practicing occult knowledge and tarot, I'm going to say for 25 years. Okay, that does not tell our age, but anywho, she has a successful reading and healing business in Detroit, Michigan. She also has heals the soul, teas, sweet teas, and pies. Okay, we have spent lifetimes together, and she is the first one to guide me from birth, and introduce me to deities and dows. Okay, she is the biggest witch and occultist, conjuring, root worker, musician, and siren in the Midwest. Okay, she is a strong-headed, hard-headed ass, natural chart-head ass Aries. So, y'all, let's give a round of applause for my sis Amanda. Okay.
Hello.
I'm super excited, Mandy, for you to be here. Okay. Right?
That's
You see how? Listen, she even up higher than me. Like, how did she even get up there? I don't know. You're up there. Dang. That's the way the camera is looking. It's really cute though. So, I don't know how to make it like whole screen or anything. I haven't figured that part out, y'all. So this is really like I spring chicken this on her. I've been asking her to go live with me for like almost 3-5 years, right?
I don't do social media.
She really doesn't, but she does. She be on there, but she don't be on there. She sent me all types of crazy ass videos, like torture videos. Yes, so she is a comedian. Let's add that to her introductory as well too. So
I'm the family's jokester, the family's trickster spirit. Dang, I'm like the family's Elegua.
You are. I would agree.
Dang.
I would agree. Yeah, she do start a lot of mess, and she be fixing it up. In a very healing, energetic, mess starting type of way. So she does say a lot of things that triggers a healing after a lesson. Okay. A lesson and a blessing. So, Amanda, I know we wanted to talk about a few different things. So, y'all, this is not going to be her first and last time on here. So, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Y'all put some comments, ask some questions in the comment section or whatever the case is, because I want her to come back and I want y'all to interact. So, I know y'all be on here stalking me and barely saying anything. But y'all, this is the Aries. You can get whatever you want out of her, okay? So I have questions. Right? So what we're going to talk about is actually what I've been discussing and doing my videos on is like kind of like Saturn energy. And look, y'all see how serious her face got? She like, what are we talking about here? Okay.
My face got serious?
Yeah. So we're not gonna like jump right into it, all right? We're not gonna jump into it. We actually gonna do it like how I be doing the lives and everything is, well, I usually like record and then post it, but lately I've been like kind of instructed to go live. And then like if it needs to be edited, then it just doesn't need to be edited, right? So and I'll follow it up with a reading on Twitter, but my good sis does not have a fucking Twitter yet. Okay. So we are actually going to follow it up with the reading here, and then I'll just cut it out and post it to my Twitter. Okay. I'll use CapCut and post it to my Twitter. So what I wanted you to do is I actually have questions for you, right? Because
can I get some more tea?
Can you get some more tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Get your tea.
All right. You can still talk. I can still hear you while I'm doing it.
Okay. So I actually have questions for you. And then we'll jump into like the Saturn energy, because me and you was just talking and I was like, hold on, hold that thought. Because what we tend to do, how she teaches me is we'll be having a discussion and we kind of like talk and talk and talk and talk. And I'll be like, damn, people need to hear this. Like people need to be hearing what the hell we be talking about so that we can teach, right? Because that's how she has taught me how to teach, is by us having discussions. And I'll be like, damn, Mandy, you know, people need to be hearing what you got to say. So I actually cut her off and persuade her like 10 times today to come on live with me. I finally got the shit figured out and we're here. Let me take this jacket off because I'm getting hot. all this fire coming through, okay?
Right, you got MC behind you.
Right. Oh, we got all the elements here, okay? We got all the fire elements here. I'm loving it, okay? So we got the Aries, we got Nith the Leo, and Alexis the Sag, okay?
So we have a real relationship happening right now.
Yeah, we do.
Based off what a relationship is.
We do.
Because we have an anchor in the spirit realm.
We absolutely do. So what is a relationship? Let's first like tell them, like, because I be saying it all the time, and I actually just said it today on Twitter, what a real relationship is. So what is a relationship?
Now I'm gonna chop it up, but basically a relationship is a spiritual connection, right? Going from the spirit realm to the physical realm, bringing back information, because I know it would help if both partners are in tune and tapped in, but like if one of them is, I think like, no, I don't think it matters. I think it's just like a relationship is supposed to be based on spiritual connection. That's why, like, without, I guess, spirit, your relationship is not going nowhere.
Right.
Dang, that makes sense now.
So look, I was talking to this Taurus earlier, right?
Okay.
I was talking to a Taurus. Her name is D, right? I'll say her name is D. And I had told her, I was like, you know, some people don't actually experience a relationship until the masculine passes away. Because some masculine energy, they be so stuck in their masculine energy that, you know, they can't actually give you a relationship that you need from the spirit realm until they are physically no longer with you.
Now, you know what's crazy?
What?
Your dad said that.
Oh, really?
Yep. Your dad said that. Wasn't going to be, he would be able to serve us better in the spirit realm. And this is why he was physically here. He said that. he made that statement. And I'm like, he is so irritating. But I mean, it is what it is, and it's not
Yeah.
what it's not.
Yeah. I actually was talking about him earlier, and I had mentioned, I was talking about him in the aspect of twin flames, right? And how you would have, you never know what level of twin flame-ish you're flaming on, right? Because you have the dynamic of the woman and man, right? But then you have it as father and daughter, or son and mother, brother and
sister.
Yeah. And you never know what dynamic you're actually, where you have been reincarnated from. So it's always important for you to have a relationship where it is the yin yang energy with those people. And when they pass on, that to me is really like, you know how people don't realize that you have Alzheimer's until you pass?
Yeah. Like this.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, that's nice. What's that, a journal?
Cards, of course.
Oh. Oh, those are nice. Oh yeah, look at that abundance at the bottom of the deck. Okay,
Is it?
Yeah.
That's what's coming in that we do
Yeah.
not see.
Yeah, I accept that. Ashe.
Sure. Okay.
Right. So look, it's kind of like Alzheimer's. It's like you don't remember. I mean, not remember, but you don't know that you have Alzheimer's or dementia until you pass away, and they go inside your brain. They do that autopsy, and they go inside your brain, and they say, okay, well, this person had Alzheimer's or whatever the case is, right? So that's how I was talking about like the twin flame dynamic. And I was thinking
what?
The faces you be making.
I'm listening. This is empty. I'm listening though.
Oh, okay. So look, they you probably don't need it anyway. You about to fast. It's a pre-fast.
The pre-fast start tonight. It's for 24 hours.
Oh, okay. And then how long you gotta fast?
All of Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And then Thursday, in the middle, either I think it would be Thursday morning, like that Thursday AM, between 3 and 5.
Oh, okay. So anyway, look. So look, let's jump into these questions. You ready to start?
Look in the garbage can. Dump the trash inside that box. Yeah, I'm ready.
So you ready to start? Okay.
I'm ready to start.
So we are talking Saturn, right? So Saturn, I had broke down like the energy of Saturn, right? On a previous live. I know you ain't watching, but I know you already know it. So you listening?
Wait, you said I did what? Yes, I'm listening, Robbie.
I said I know your ass probably ain't watched it yet, but I know you already know.
No, I did watch what?
Oh, my live.
I didn't finish watching it.
Oh, okay. Well, look. So Saturn, it takes 28 to 30 years to transit, right? And you know, Saturn is that what they say is right? I'm actually coming to find out that I feel like it is. I wouldn't even. They want to put masculine on it, but I'm really taking the masculine energy off of it for some reason. I don't know why, but that's just what I've been feeling. Like it's really the reason why I'm taking the masculine energy off of it is because it was giving me real single mother vibes. I don't know why.
Really?
It was giving me like single mother vibes. But Saturn symbolizes responsibility, structure, long-term goals. It's the Lord of Karma. And then some of the words that were associated and the characteristics that was associated with it, I'm just gonna run through these real quick. Was power, patience, authority, time, stamina, responsibility, maximize control, karma, parental figures, protective, dictatorial, control, reaping and sowing, the deep thinker, multi-layer, Aquarius, Capricorn, single mother, father. Okay. And then one of the facts that I had read and stumbled up on was that Jupiter and Saturn radiates more energy than they receive from the sun. So basically they're producing their own energy.
Jupiter is?
Jupiter and Saturn.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So they have more energy coming from them than they're actually pulling from the sun.
So they're actually doing contributing. Than actually taking.
Yes. And then, all right, so this is supposed to be this. I said this is supposed to be. This is the year of like Saturn going into Aquarius, right? Like, I guess this where we gonna put it. So they saying that this is the year of Saturn. Like that's what everybody is saying. I'm finding it a hard time to believe that anybody ever knows like what the year is or anything like that. Like from my studying and everything, because Saturn is like Kali mind energy. Those are the keeper of time. But what I have realized is like time does not exist to me. Okay. Especially when you get information from around where time does not exist. When you like spiritually like tapped in for real, it's really giving hard to calculate time as. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So if 2024 is the year of Saturn, the Lord of Karma and Justice, Mandy, you know I got to talk with you in the camera.
All right, I'm coming.
Because you know I like to look at people.
Keep going, though. Keep going. You're doing good, sis.
So if year 2024 is the year of Saturn, the Lord of Karma and Justice, how do you see the year going? The year 8.
Okay. I see this going in a very I look at this as another level on the cycle. Where some people are going to be, I'm gonna use myself for an example. There's gonna be gains. There's gonna be some changes, not loss.
And you cut out what you said? Uh-oh. Okay, you back. Yeah, okay. You back. You said it's gonna be changes.
Gonna be some changes.
Okay, let's give her a minute.
All right. My Aries niece keep calling me.
Right.
So there are going to be changes. People that are not spiritually grounded, or that are just not mentally stable, it's going to be hard for them. They're going to look at the changes as loss. I almost looked at my change as a loss, other than adapting, changing, being flexible with the change. So boom, I had read something was like, this is basically similar to 2015 energy, right? And I'm like, what the fuck was I doing in 2015? Going through one of the biggest crises in my fucking life. But I didn't know how to handle it then. I didn't know how to handle those changes. So I was looking like deficits. It was showing up as deficits. Now, if I lose something, I'm not taking it as hard because I'm already prepared. Because I've already been through this cycle before.
Mm-hmm.
So certain things are going to be certain feelings. The test is not gonna look the same, but the feeling that you get, the feeling that I get, like getting worked up, going the fuck off, going crazy and shit, just losing my fucking mind. I'm not doing that. And like, for an example, about to smoke some weed, right? With these papers. Since I ain't got no blood. But I'm about to lose on the way to give me a blunt. But like I'm just saying though, I can use these papers just popped up out of nowhere. Like, use the papers. Stay healthier. And I'm not overindulging. I don't feel antsy. I don't feel paranoid when I hit the weed. Last year, the year before that, and the year before that, these last 3 years, like if I smoke, I feel antsy.
Okay.
Feel very paranoid. Feel very alarmed. I don't feel like that. I feel very relaxed, chill. Like, just relax.
So you spent a lot of time in year 7 last year grounding yourself for this energy?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that. Because that's how you would be able to have a inclined look into what this energy is bringing.
Live. No, live.
So that's what you would have an inclined feeling to what the energy is like basically bringing, right?
Yeah.
So with your clients that you be working with, right? How do you tell them to prepare their Saturn's energy and they chart when you look at it for this year?
I encourage them. So first off, no bullshit. If you wasn't doing, this is for real, because I had to tell somebody this earlier last year and the year before that. If you was not doing certain work like in 2015, 2016, 2018, it came back around for you to get another chance. If you was not doing your work, especially like when the fall came around in those years, it's not really it ain't shit I can tell you that's gonna cushion your ass whooping.
For this
It's
year.
nothing. For this year and last year. It's nothing I can do that's gonna cushion it. You're gonna have to roll through it. But you're prepared, and then I would encourage them to get them some ashwagandha. Get you some ashwagandha, get you some valerian root, some kava kava, herbs that are good for antidepressant, stress, shit like that. Get them some herbs that's gonna help mellow them out. And if you do smoke weed, hit you a blunt and get your ass take some spiritual baths.
Okay.
Buy you some hyssop. Buy you some mugwort.
Are these herbs that you would put in the tea or put in the herb? I mean, in a bath.
In a bath, in a bath, and in a tea.
Okay.
You want to get it in there as quick as possible.
Okay. Now, questions. More questions. So because we're talking about this Saturn energy, right? Do you suggest that now that's the universal energy, right? That's
What?
like universal energy. Saturn is the universal energy that everybody experiencing this 8 energy, this strength energy, this and you know what I'm gonna say? Um let me look at something real quick. So I'm gonna say that, like, if I'm looking at tarot cards, right? Because okay, so you got the 8 energy, which is the strength card, right? And then
Right.
if you double that energy, right? Because you mentioned 2015, and you said that we should have been doing the work in 2015, right? Like that's like kind of the cycle that's coming back around. So now we come and we about to double this energy. Let's say that the energy is being doubled because the universe is like, whatever you put in, that's what you're getting out. So that shit just shooting right back out at you. Some people are getting that 8 energy back. They're getting that strength back. But some people is getting that motherfucking tower card, which is 16. Okay? Somebody could be getting that tower energy back. You know, the tower card represents the house of God. And when you look at
But you can take the tower as a negative, or you can
right.
take it as a positive.
Right. So when you look at the tower energy, right? So do you feel like that are they supposed to be working in this Saturn energy, or do you feel like that some people should be mastering other aspects of their chart as well or first? If let's say they did work in 2015, they just learned about their energy and they like, hold on, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. Which aspect, which placement do you feel like people should be? Listen, she busy bee. Okay, so which aspect or which placement in the birth chart do you feel like people should be looking at first and making sure that they got that shit together? Which is the most important? I know our whole birth chart is important, but and it's kind of hard for me. It was
I'm gonna
hard.
say Mercury,
Okay.
because if you cannot communicate with, so a lot of people don't realize, and I didn't realize this until really recently, and then like as we're talking. So a lot of times we don't petition spirit until we're having major issues.
Mm,
But little do we know that that's spiritual communication. That
right.
we're having that breakdown. We're in that moment of truth.
Mm,
Your back is up against the wall. This your moment of truth. You about to shoot your shot because you don't know what else to do. You've exhausted all your options, so you think. So now you're on your knees, you're sitting somewhere, you're crying out to your God, who I don't know who you're talking to, but you're talking to somebody.
right.
You're off. The first person that you're communicating with is the intercessor, the middleman, the messenger. You're not talking to God, the goddess. You ain't talking to no motherfucking body, but the middleman, middle
Right.
woman, the middle people, the middle ground people. Because I
Right.
think it's more than one intercessor,
Right.
depending on where you at. You got your spirit team. You have um the gatekeeper. You
Mm-hmm.
have spirits, um, deities, liaisons, the Loa, a part
Right.
of the liaisons. that are assigned from the ultimate CEO of this shit, then gave them the job to be your guide, your communicator in the spirit realm. And there's a couple different deities that you can communicate with, but you probably gonna call on Jesus, and Jesus is a avatar of
so many other deities.
Yeah.
So do you feel like Mercury is the first place where you can find?
You should see like how you communicate, how you can communicate, how you can use your words to communicate with your spirit team, your God, your angels.
Okay. So what's your Mercury in?
My Mercury is in Aries.
She get on my nerves.
My Mercury is in Aries. So I personally have to so when I approach spirit, I have to be humble. You already supposed to be humble, but I got to be extra humble.
Okay,
extra
I can see.
Compassionate, because I am one. That's my mantra. That's my affirmation. I am Aries. That's their saying. I am. So I've seen over the years how things manifest and work in my life. If I am a lot more
humbler with approaching spirit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't come like whining, like whining too much. Can't whine too much, and I can't be too cocky. But I have to ask, and ask right. Don't ask too nice, because you're playing.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that for Aries, because they are a big ball of energy, and when they're here in the physical, they have to not show up humbly. I always tell you that, like, you gotta get out there. Get out there. Now, I dragged her on to here, y'all. I dragged her on here. That's the Aries moon had to humbly abide by all her.
But it probably, so my Mars is in Taurus though. So it probably was the bull energy, the Mars energy, trying to be very because Aries, I've always liked it to talk. I've always said I was gonna work for the news.
I think Taurus is like to talk too. They like to be on camera. They think that, I think Tauruses love to be on camera. I think they love that show. My first podcast was with the Taurus, our Taurus niece, and she set up everything. Like, she had everything going.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, as a Sagittarius Mercury, when I am communicating with spirit, what I had to realize was that I had to go to my ancestors first.
Right.
Sagittariuses are very connected with the ancestor realm. And I won't say I was trying to skip over that, but I had personal in-person problems with a lot of our family members. So I'll be like, man, them family, like, I ain't trying to do that whole ancestor veneration type stuff. Yeah, there you go, right there. That's it.
And she holding the arrow.
Yeah, and that's the Sagittarius energy too. I had to really trust them in the spirit realm, because a lot of family members I haven't trusted in the actual physical. And so that's what kind of kept me from. I skipped right over Mercury. It wasn't. Listen, I'm saying I skipped right over Mercury. It wasn't until I started looking into Venus.
Because that's how you able to do your magic too. Something happened with her phone. But that's how you able to do your magic too, if you know how to communicate.
You had cut out what you said.
I said that's how you able to work your magic too, if you know how to communicate.
Yeah, yeah. And that's when I really started to tap in. When I started looking at Vedic astrology and the houses, the first house has my Mercury, my Saturn, my Sun, and my rising, all right there. And so when I started looking at the relationships of the
Yeah.
planets, that's why I was like, okay, let me go back to Mercury so I could be able to communicate when I'm jumping from planet to planet to planet to planet. So I do agree that Mercury is where you really, 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 really have to start at, because in meditation, it's it's so crazy, because in meditation, this is not where you're communicating from. Like, you're not, this is when we was practicing doing our mantras and stuff. When we was really doing our mantras, we were speaking, right? We were talking, and then at the end, where after that long and then you cutting it out, and it's still ringing in your ears, like it's still ringing in your ears, and it's going down here. It's almost like you're talking from here, like
Yeah.
it's nothing coming out of your voice box though, but it's like all communication coming in through here. And one thing,
Cause I can't think of the man name, but he made me think about it. When you like move your tongue certain ways, when you doing the and your tongue's like, is your tongue going to the top of your mouth?
yeah,
Okay, when your tongue touch the top of that and that vibration, it's doing something to your third eye.
yeah, I could get that. One thing that that one of my kids had asked was, how do you see out of your third eye? And I was like, from your ears.
In your mind.
Yeah. And I was like, it's when we was meditating and the communication, and just knowing what my Mercury is in, and the deity that relates to my Mercury. I won't say it here, but the deity that relates to my Mercury and how they had communicated with me, it was
Mm-hmm.
all telepathically. And I was like, okay, I'm getting it now. So do you feel
Yeah.
like that now we know you got to connect with the ancestors,
You have to. You have
right?
to. You ain't got no
So
choice.
I also talk about deity linkage, which is a book that Mandy put me on years ago. Okay. And I went through this, guys, on my page. So y'all can look at that and see how you can find the deities that's related to you by doing your numerology in this book. But this is a really good suggested book. But and also it has some of the planets that's in here. You have Venus, you have Mercury, you have Jupiter, you have those planets that's related to some of the deities that's in here. So do you feel like um when it comes to Vedic or tropical, which way do you suggest when looking at, because
Mm.
my science is completely different when it comes to Vedic and tropical in my Mercury and in
Yeah.
my Saturn. They not completely different, but I just know that I had to start. To me, I had to start at Vedic in order to be in that Sagittarius, Vedic Scorpio. Like, I had to transform some of that energy in order to be in that Sagittarius energy of abundance and trust and optimism and the ancestors. I had to get there. So
Yeah.
I had to go through certain things. So do you feel like that one should be looking at their Vedic astrology first when it comes to Mercury, or their
Honestly, I
tropical?
feel like we shouldn't have never been introduced to what they call, and I don't even know why they call it Western astrology, because astrology is not based on whether you're in the west, east, north, or south. It's based on where the constellations were at the time of your coming out of the vagina,
Right.
right?
Right.
Now,
Where the moon was.
where not just the moon, but where the
Yeah.
other bodies were, the heavenly bodies, the constellations and stuff, where those were at the time of you coming out of the vagina. So, with that being said, what the heck is Western astrology? What is Vedic astrology? Why is it not just this is the true, this is a form of astrology that you should go by because
Mhm.
it's more accurate? So then that puts you so I've always been told by people, unbeknown to me, before I even knew or rather remembered what I knew about astrology, that I acted like a Pisces. And I'm like, what's a Pisces? Impossible. I'm an
Right.
Aries. Um, then I started finding out, like, because of course it's other signs. So then I think that you should start with, see, it's crazy because you should start with Vedic.
Yeah.
You should start with Vedic astrology.
All right. I want y'all to know these calls are being monitored and recorded for quality assurance and purposes.
You should start with Vedic, but you should absolutely, so bam, this just came to me. Then it's a spell. It's all a spell then.
Yep.
It's spell work. Because why would you say that I was born at this time and I was born at this time and this is my sign? But it's like,
Mhm.
who is the person that told you that that was your sign?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. But I do know that. So boom, I see why she say truth is truth. Because my North Node, which is the energy that you're supposed to move into in this lifetime, is in Aries in Vedic astrology. My North Node is in Aries. My Mars is in Aries. All the planets that's not in Aries in Vedic, they are, I mean, that in Western, they're in Aries in Vedic, which is only Mars and my Jupiter moves from Aquarius to, I think
Capricorn.
that, yeah.
Uh-huh. Hold on, you frozen. Okay, you back. There you go. It's still frozen. I don't know. Yeah, you moving, but it's going a little slow. Yeah, you start talking about Capricorn, they like, yeah. So your Jupiter is in Capricorn in Vedic astrology? Dang, sis. I don't know what's going on. Okay.
Yeah,
Is it a snowstorm going on up there? Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's got the camera moving real slow. Dang. That shit probably's frozen. So your Jupiter is in Capricorn. Okay, okay, okay. No, Pisces is after Aquarius. Look, she like I'm coming up out of that. No, that shit and that just makes sense though for me. I be putting your whole little chart together because I'm one of those people that say you big Pisces energy too. I really believe
I'm a
that.
I'm an Aries
Yeah, that's why you really love Virgos and shit too. Yeah,
because of the Aries or the
because of the
Pisces.
Pisces. Yeah, yeah, because of the Pisces. If you was an Aries, then Scorpios wouldn't bother you as much.
Scorpios don't bother me.
Man, you be
Every
treating us
one thing
like
I want, huh?
you be treating us like the little build the bear head ass students.
That's not true.
I know, I'm just talking shit.
I actually get along with all of the family.
Yeah, she said all of the family. All of the zodiacs. Oh, okay. Anywho,
I don't,
so listen,
I don't initiate.
huh?
I don't initiate the problem.
I know.
I initiate correction.
All right, back to Saturn.
Right.
Back to Saturn. So on the last video that I had, I mentioned some stones, and I
Mhm.
want you to kind of give us some. I know you already said this, but like this, we like 47 minutes in. We ain't gonna try to make this 2 hours. So, because we be on the phone all the time. But
Right.
I know you mentioned some herbs in the beginning, and like I said, y'all know this is the conjurer, the root worker, the tea specialist. Okay, she been trying to get me on some tea for years. Okay,
Right.
years. I'm like, man, I don't want that. I don't want that. But now I'm over here. I'm drinking fucking tea. Okay. She like, what you drinking? I'm drinking got doggone chamomile and soursop. She like, that don't make you sleepy? No.
In the middle of the day.
Yeah, and I got bags in here too. I got like two bags of chamomile and like 4 leaves of soursop that I boiled.
Oh man.
Yeah. So look, and this is my second or third cup. What is some but I needed this. Earlier I was having a I felt like somebody was trying to tap into my energy for some reason. Like trying to,
Yeah.
we have those conversations where we be working with certain people and they be trying to uh yeah, like, oh, let me see how she feel about this energy. Like, bitch, no, I'm not accepting it. I was like, I'm going live today with my sister. I'm not accepting that shit. Fuck that shit. Okay. That's why I tied my hair up. I got 3 scarves on. That's why I tied my hair up. So what is some herbs that you would suggest? And I'm gonna tell y'all the stones. I'm gonna repeat the stones that I had said for 2024. And oh, you know what? Let me go get my maladies that I made.
Oh, and I'm gonna tell you some stones that I got on me.
Yeah. You
And
always got
these
your stones
crystals that
on
I
you. She about to pull them bitches out her bra, out her drawers, out her hair. Look
I was
at
about to say I don't got nothing in my bra, but I do.
yeah, I was about to say that's the story. You see what I'm saying? What is that?
What is this?
Come on, don't test me. I don't know.
I want to say this is Dang, I just wrote it down.
Cute.
I want to say it's Chrysocolla.
Okay. That's really nice too.
Thank you.
I like blue stones.
This
So,
is smoky quartz.
smoky quartz, yeah. Oh, that's one of the stones that I mentioned, a smoky quartz for 2024.
And lapidorite.
Labradorite. Oh no, that's not one I mentioned, but you always got that one. Labradorite. That's your go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cellulite.
Cellulite. So these is the stones that I had mentioned: amethyst, obsidian, blue sapphire, low light. You heard of that one? Amethyst, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A regular sapphire, iron, silver, lapis lazuli, black tourmaline, and moldavite. Now, do you have your moldavite on you?
No.
Oh, okay. So, black tourmaline is a big stone for Saturn's energy. Okay, that's that one. The cauldron.
Oh, I got the black tourmaline downstairs on my bed.
Oh yeah, and this is what is this? Shungite, right? Shungite.
Oh yeah, I got my shungite around my neck.
And so, y'all, these is my Malibis. I just want to show y'all that I had just made 108
What's
beads.
that right there?
Which one?
That right there.
This right here. Um,
No, what's that hanging down?
these
Yeah.
is just a piece, but these right here are lapis lazuli.
Oh, okay.
And what is this right here? What is this one? Carnelian. Dang, carnelian. I only had 3 left, so I used it there. And then amethyst, tiger eye. What did we say this was? Blue agate, chandora, something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah, but blue agate is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Blue agate is fine.
Aventurine, lapis lazuli. What is this red? I mean, this white one. The dreamstone.
Highlight.
Highlight. Yeah, peacock agate, black tourmaline, and I just repeated it. This right here is moss. What is it? African? Not African moss. It's moss something.
Is it
Moss.
African moss?
It might be African moss.
African moss agate.
Yeah, mossagate. That's what it is. Yeah. So, and then it's got the blue sapphire in between. And I had just made a mistake and ordered these off of Amazon. These little tiny ones right there, and it turned out to be small, so I put them in between. I was like, oh, that was perfect. Yeah. So, Malibis, I feel like is a necessity this year. Like, I made these when we were doing the meditation after you had told me about the Kali what was it? Kali Kali Yuga energy.
Kali Yuga.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I need Malibis. I gotta get some Malibis. So I actually ordered some, but they won't be here for a while. Because I got some what is it? The sandalwood ones. And you gotta make sure you get them from a legit place. You don't want no just regular. You can look on Amazon, look in the description, make sure that they good. Okay. Charge them up.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let me actually make me some and
Right.
charge them up. making some is perfect. So, what are some herbs that you would suggest in this energy, like the beginning? And I'm actually I pulled some cards, and I could feel that the change is coming around Aquarius season. Actually, like big change energy is coming around Aquarius season. So February, March, I could feel it in the weather too. Not only in the weather, but like in our relationships and everything. So, what are some suggested herbs again for everybody?
Ashwagandha,
She like,
Hardy Oko.
what you say, kava kava?
Yep, kava kava at night. Don't do a lot of kava kava because it will have you vibrating very, very high, very
Okay.
high.
So we need herbs that makes us vibrate on a
High
high
on
level.
a high
So
level without being too well, I guess there's no such thing as too, but you can't do too much.
okay. Without overindulging. And journaling is a must with these herbs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you
A
feel
lot of
like
water.
you said in water?
And a lot of water.
Okay. You feel
A
like
lot of
the
spiritual baths.
spiritual baths. So getting into spiritual baths and stuff, right? All
Yeah.
right. So we're gonna like kind of wrap up the interview questions, and then we're gonna pull a card. We gonna pull some tarot or some oracle for everybody and share a little bit, like the ones that we calling in. But before we go to that, let's give them a suggested Saturday ritual. Like, what do you feel like there's Saturday, like a Saturday ritual or Saturn ritual? I'm saying Saturday because I know that that's Saturn's day. But what does a Saturn ritual entail?
Okay. That's crazy you said that. But that's in alignment with the two cards that I had just picked up when I was just flipping the cards around. Reflect and heal.
Mm,
Reflect and heal. Um, Take a shower, a nice shower, bath, because everybody ain't got no bathtub. I just realized that.
hmm
I ain't even trying to be funny.
No, for real.
Even if you gotta just wash up, if you ain't got no shower, you just take a nice wash up. Um, Light some incense. If you got plants, water your plants. I think everybody should have an ancestor altar. Have some type of ancestor altar. And I guess we can get into that another day about putting together an ancestor altar. But
Okay,
you
these
really have
cards is
to.
monitored and recorded for quality insurance and purposes. Y'all heard her say we gonna get into that another day.
So if you don't have an ancestor altar, which is probably for your best interest, I ain't even trying to be funny. You probably need to meditate about um who's going on the altar for
Mhm.
one.
On Saturday.
Who's on Saturday? That'll be a good ritual to do. Take a bath. Um, Let me back up because I'm getting a lot of stuff. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff. But yeah, so yeah, if you got an altar, go to your altar, freshen your altar up.
Hello.
Um, if you get some flowers, put it on your altar. Change the water. I don't know if I said that already. Change the water on your plants. Give your ancestors some fresh water. Um, and just
Apollo.
reflect. That's a good ritual to do. Reflect. Journal. Journaling is really good.
Okay. So
But if
if
you
y'all made
don't
it
have
through,
an ancestor altar, then you can just get
I
somewhere
think
quiet,
everybody
sit
should
down
have
and
an
pray.
ancestor altar. Like if you watching my video, you watching this far, like you should have an ancestor altar.
Yeah, you should
Um,
have one.
And especially if you like on my page stalking me, you should definitely have like an ancestor
You should
altar.
most definitely have one by now.
There's a, it'll be a link in the description, but I've already talked about how to set up an ancestor altar, how to call in, you know, certain ancestors, how to leave certain ancestors out, you know, what should be on your ancestor altar or whatnot. But it will be a link in the description. Y'all can just click that. So the next time y'all come on here and you have questions about, you know, what comes to you when you at your ancestor altar, y'all could like ask, you know. But that would be a good thing to like start asking about, you know, some of these messages and downloads that y'all are gonna be experiencing from y'all ancestors, because this is a big year of communication. It really is.
Right.
From divine source. And you be thinking you talking to a deity and you talking to your ancestor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So alrighty. So let's pull a card. Yeah. You ready? Let's pull a card and see. I'm gonna let Mandy go ahead and pull first. You want to do that, sis? You want to pull? Go ahead and pull a card for the collective. And this is one of the questions. I'll go ahead and give you a question uh that you can ask the energy that you are radiating off of, that's radiating off of you. Since we're talking about Saturn, right? But we also know, like I said, there's like a mother energy that is coming off of this year. All right. And so I want to know, what does divine want us to understand so that we can receive the blessings and support for our soul's fulfillment. So what does divine want us to understand so that we can receive the blessing and support for our soul's fulfillment? Is that okay to ask?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so the question is, what does divine want us to understand so that we can receive the blessing to support our soul's fulfillment?
Connect with your emotions. Water guardian.
Oh, wow. Okay. And look at that. That's feminine energy. I told y'all it was a lot of feminine energy that was radiating in the air. And cups and emotions and water, that's feminine energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio.
Yeah. And air.
And air.
Connect with your emotions. Once again, you gotta learn how to communicate. Because a lot of shit can get taken out of, it's gonna get taken out of hand. Taken out of tone, out of character. Because of the way that it's out of context, because of the way it's communicated. Because emotions can either be balanced flying all over the place, or none.
Okay. Okay.
On the bottom of the deck, we got intend and create, the high priest.
Intend and create, the high priest. Okay. Did you want to pull another card? Or you good? The question is answered. Is the question answered? She answered the question. Okay. All right. Okay.
11.
What is that one?
Signs.
Signs?
Yep.
Okay. So I have the 4 of this. I have the 4 of this, the Son of Cups, and the Priestess of Swords. So the 4 of this talks about being in control of what comes in and what goes out. Okay. When you said that what comes in and what comes out, this is a financial card, right? This is a pinnacle too, right? By controlling what comes in and what comes out, just backing off of what you said with what was going on. If you letting too much out, y'all gonna be losing too much. If you not allowing certain things in, you're gonna be blocking stuff. Are you frozen? Mandy, you can hear me? Okay, she cut out. Let me get her back in here. Okay. Okay, so I'm a let me see. Let me in now. Let me in now. Oh. Okay, I'll be back, guys. I probably have to do it from my phone and then do it. Let's see. Okay, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what happened. So I'm gonna cut it out and then I'll come back. Okay, we'll come back live. So I'll end the stream and we'll start it back up.